Okay, we're gonna do another recipe out of the all new dessert cookbook from home economics teacher's favorite recipes. Today we're gonna do an apple crisp. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna make two different ones today. Got my apples soaking. Rehydrating. These are the dried apples that were in my pantry. I'm gonna pour this liquid on it, cover it. You can use water. Today I'm using apple scrap juice that I had made. We will let this set for about 15 or so minutes, and we'll come right back when these are rehydrated. I'm going to take my soaked dried apples. Excuse my fingers, they're clean. And I'm going to I'm going to strain the juice off of them, or liquid, whatever you want. And then we will take, for the rest of the recipe, we have half a cup of flour, just regular old flour, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of oats, and in here I have, hope it doesn't get mixed, I have about a half a teaspoon or less of nutmeg and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we take 1/3 cup of butter. Recipe calls for margarine, but these recipes were done back in the 80s where margarine was pretty much acceptable. I haven't used margarine in several years. We put our butter in the bowl. And we put our flour in. Our brown sugar. I'm going to be doing this twice today. The first one I'm making is with the dried apples. The second, I'm going to make 2 pies. I mean, it's the 4th of July tomorrow. You need to have apple pie, huh? And I put my spices in there. I have in my bowl over here thawing some apple pie filling that I had in the freezer. So we take all of these and we work the butter, the flour and oats and everything into the butter. If you like nutmeg, you can add more. It calls for up to 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm not a real big fan of nutmeg, but Mike likes it, so I do put a little bit in. I'm going to use my fingers because get that flour worked into the butter. I hope you can see that. I'm going to move that aside. We will have the recipe in the link below. You want this mix here to be kind of crumbly, so that when you put it on, because I'm doing the apple crisp, I think they used to call this kind of like a Betty, I believe. Okay, and I am using a store-bought pie shell because it's what I got in the freezer, you know. We take our apples that have been reconstituted. We'll put them in the pie shell. They've turned out really nice. They're nice and soft. Spread them out in there. Then we take this apple, the crispy stuff here, and sprinkle it on top. This is one of Mike's favorite types of pies. He likes apple crisp. Okay, this will go in the oven at 375 degrees, and it'll bake for about 30 minutes. And I'll come back and show you when both pies are, well, I'll come back and do the next pie when this one's done and show you the pie. Until then, we'll be right back. I'm going to try and fit both of these pies in the toaster oven. I have a way of doing it. But I don't buy nutmeg pre-ground. I have the little nut here, and I have this little thing here that you just grate it up. Okay, that should be plenty. And then we have the ground nutmeg. And you put your nut back in the little thing here and close it up, and it's ready for the next time. Okay. In September, I cut up my apples and I put some liquid and stuff in there, and then I froze them so I could make an apple pie whenever I want to. Put that in the water there. You'll see there, that's the apple stuff there. Do this again. Sprinkle this all over the top. Cool, there's some flour there. That'll help me with my hands. Been intrigued with making pies with my dried apple pies and stuff, and there you go. That one's ready to go in the oven. Oops, there. Okay, verdict's in. They're both very good pies. This is the one for the dried, and it's a little dry. I would think I would add a little more liquid, some of that cooking liquid that or the soaking liquid to the pie to make sure that it's moist. Now this one here is the pie filling I took out of the freezer, and I'll tell you what, that was the best apple pie I've had in a long time. So I would, either one is really good. This one is the best. And I will put the main recipe and the link down below in the description, and I will also put the changes that I did on each pie, and I'll write down the verdict on those there too. Thanks for watching. You'll have a great day.